Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your weekend. We also have your Boredom Busters coming up, but first, our top story. Authorities are trying to figure out how a semi and trailer loaded with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Amazon packages ended up in Baltic, South Dakota. According to court documents filed in Minnehaha County, the truck was supposed to go from Las Vegas to Waco, Texas, but never arrived. Inside a storage unit, investigators found more than $200,000 of stolen packages.
I've been doing this for 20 years. That's a high dollar amount. And so to recover a good portion of that was great, but we're still looking to answer a lot of the other questions.
Neil Erickson, the man who rented the storage unit and allegedly drove the stolen trailer, is being charged with grand theft of over $100,000. He's being held on a $20,000 cash-only bond. A Sioux Falls business is taking action against the emerald ash borer. Tower Campground is removing 17 trees infected with the beetle. As the trees weaken over time, they can fall unexpectedly. The trees were identified for removal during the city's annual Forest Health Survey. The business's message to other property owners is make a plan for their ash trees.
We just didn't know what we were dealing with, so just being educated on that is really, really important. Do your research, reach out. If you see something wrong with the tree and you have it in your head, oh, maybe it just needs more water, that may not be the case.
Sargent is hoping some of the ash trees at the campground can be treated. A different type of bug is providing artistic inspiration at Sanford Children's Hospital. Volunteers placed hand-painted rocks that form the shape of a caterpillar in the hospital's outdoor play area on Friday. The caterpillar's name is Perry. The volunteers hope the young patients at the castle will paint their own rocks to add to the caterpillar.
They can ask their nurse or their child life specialist about adding on to Perry. So we're kind of teaching it to be about feeding the hungry caterpillar.
Each rock is sprayed with a gloss that protects the acrylic markings from the outdoor elements. Let's take a first look at the forecast with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It is a murky start to the day in north central portions of South Dakota, and we'll get right to that with an example from our camera in Eureka. 52 with a north wind at 5 miles per hour. We do have dense fog advisories in place up in that neck of the woods, which we'll go into more detail on momentarily. 65, though, with at least some cloud cover, but a better view overall in Falls Park. South wind at 8 miles per hour. There's the dense fog advisory in gray from Pierre to Mobridge, Eagle Butte, over to Eureka as well. This is until 10 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Mountain Time Saturday morning with visibility below a quarter mile at times. So please keep this in mind as you go about the start of your day. Temperatures are in the 60s near and east of the James River Valley with Worthington and Aberdeen as exceptions, but noticeably cooler out west. 47 in Pine Ridge, 41 for Custer, 48 in Phillip, and 50 for Rapid City, Pierre, and Buffalo. The wind isn't that big of an issue right now, but it is going to get breezy today, and it's going to stay breezy for several days. We do have some active weather to talk about as well. Details on that and the rest of your forecast are on the way.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. This weekend, Sanford International has been a boon to businesses in Sioux Falls. Ricardo Terabelsi, co-owner of Our Wine Bar, Maribella's, Bricks Wine Bar, and Trio, says he's seen players and spectators alike stop in at his 4 establishments.
We've appreciated the opportunity to be involved with the Sanford International for the last 3 years now. We've done a dessert and wine pairing on Ladies' Day and a couple other small things for them. But this year we hosted a special event during lunch this week for the players' wives.
Downtown businesses say customers from the Sanford International are especially welcome during a month that can typically be slower time of year for sales. The second round of the Sanford International takes place today at Minnehaha Country Club. Gates open at 8 a.m., sunrise yoga at 8:30 a.m. The first group tees off at 11:15. A contest of champions barbecue plus live music gets underway at 5:30 p.m. The Sanford International wraps up on Sunday. Check out dozens of new homes on display in the Sioux Falls area as part of the Fall Parade of Homes. The homes are available for tours from 1 to 5 p.m. today and Sunday, as well as next weekend. The homes are free to see except for the 2 feature homes, which cost $5, with all of the money going to the Sioux Empire Home Builders Care Foundation. The Indigenous Artists of the Prairie event showcases a drum group, singing, dancing, poetry, and storytelling, plus food. It's taking place from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Goodhart State Park, southeast of Sioux Falls. A park entrance license is required. And the summer of free concerts comes to a close at Levitt at the Falls. Marcella Simeon is the headline performer on the Levitt stage in downtown Sioux Falls. The opening act is John Bakken's Hot Pockets. The music starts at 7 p.m. Adam?
And it's going to be a mainly quiet day for much of the area as we take a look at satellite radar this morning. A couple of showers north of Marshall toward Alexandria in western Minnesota, but that is really just about it for the time being. There is a frontal boundary, but little to no moisture associated with it right now. But we are going to be watching later this evening and into the first part of your night with a marginal risk of a 1 out of 5 in place from Pierre to Winter, Eagle Butte, just south of Mobridge, and then extending along I-90 through Jones and Jackson County, east of Wall in Pennington County as well. Wind and hail are going to be the main concerns with any storm that is able to get its act together later this evening and into the first part of your night. And you can see that on Futurecast between roughly 5 and 8 p.m. we get those thunderstorms to fire up and then actually move northeastward as they fizzle out overnight. So if you're up toward Redfield, Aberdeen, Watertown points north on I-29, don't be surprised if you get an isolated shower or thunderstorm out of the deal. But I think the better chance is going to be southwest of you guys toward, again, Pierre, southwestern and south central portions of South Dakota. Much of the day on Sunday is looking good, except for a few showers and thunderstorms to try and fire up towards sunset in western South Dakota. But then that will get us ready for a more active pattern as we go into next week. Take a look at what we see basically from Monday going into the end of the upcoming work and school week. Daily chances for showers and thunderstorms, though some days like Tuesday into Wednesday and then Thursday as well will hold better chances than others. So you will want to keep this in mind with any outdoor plans over the next several days. We've been able to get in on a lot of dry weather lately. The drought condition, unfortunately, has been getting worse, so we could use this rain. All the while, temperatures are going to remain warm through this upcoming work and school week as well. The 80s we've been seeing for a better part of the month just are not going anywhere anytime soon. Though by the time we get toward the start of fall on Sunday, we do try and flip the script a little bit as we cool off just ever so slightly. Until then, though, summertime warmth sticks around. 80s by day with, again, a couple of thunderstorms possible in central and south central kilowind later this evening. A few of those could be strong to severe. A few isolated showers and thunderstorms to the northeast tonight. Otherwise, we have 60s along and east of the Missouri River Valley and 50s to the west. The rest of your 7-day forecast is warm from start to finish with highs in the 80s. And a chance for showers and thunderstorms beginning Tuesday going through Friday in Sioux Falls as well as Aberdeen. Now, beyond that isolated shower and thunderstorm chance tonight, we're pretty quiet this weekend with mid-80s staying in place through Thursday, and then we get down to 79 for a high on Friday. That's still above average for this time of year. In Pierre, 80s and low 90s from today through Thursday, 78 by Friday. You have some evening thunderstorms today, and then a daily chance Tuesday through Friday for thunderstorms. And last but not least, we head out to Rapid City. A few isolated showers this morning, and then we have the chance for a couple of thunderstorms Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. While we are warm through the weekend into at least Tuesday into Wednesday, mid to upper 70s come back for the end of the week. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KOTG.com.